Today, take a look at the MUCAR 682. So we got our quick start guide. This is a 6.2 inch screen, 1024 by 600. That works in 0 to 50 degrees Celsius. Working voltage is 9 to 18 volts and a working current is 1.2 amps. So there is the scanner. We can see we got our OBD2 port there on the top. We got our power button there. Nothing really on the right, nothing on the bottom. On the left side we got a protector. So we got our USB-C charging port and we got our TF card slot. Here are our cables. We got a charging cable that is USB-A to USB-C. And we got our OBD2 cable. So we're going to start out by charging it. And we can see that it comes with a 98% charge. Okay, so everything on here is a touch screen. That does have swipe functionality. We can turn the brightness up in the event that we need to work outside. Let's go to Wi-Fi, and we can connect this to Wi-Fi. So what's great about that is that whenever we need to go to upgrade this guy, instead of having to go and connect this to our computer, or like downloading something onto our computer, downloading onto a USB, and then downloading that onto here, we can do everything right from this unit. So we got the vehicle diagnostic software, and we have the maintenance software. Let's go to the maintenance software. Okay, and we do have a new version of the app. Let's go ahead and download that. Okay, so it is going to restart. It's going to do everything for us. We'll come back to it when it's done. Okay, so that didn't take long at all. Basically just restarted and then came back. So right now, app. And we do have a new version, so we'll go ahead and get that as well. Okay, and upgrade. Let's go back to the app. Let's make sure that we don't have any new versions after that. Sometimes that does happen. And we do have the latest version. Do appreciate having a back button on there because sometimes it's not always obvious how to go back. Go to maintenance software and hit upgrade. Okay, that is all latest. And the vehicle diagnostic software. So we do have 72 updates, and that is going to be for all these different vehicles. That is always excellent to see because that means they're actually keeping up with the new vehicles and new changes and making sure that this is going to work with that. So I'll go ahead and let that finish, and we'll come back to that. Okay, and we are fully updated. So if we go to Diagnose, we have Auto Search, so it will automatically pick up the VIN of that vehicle, so you don't have to put in anything manually. That's always nice. Diagnose, OBD, History, Report, Feedback, Dollar Fix Community. It's interesting. And MAUI Intelligent Assistant. That's kind of nice. Let's go to Maintenance. So these are the functions that you normally get with high-end systems. The big benefit of this unit is the fact that you get all of these functions, but you don't ever have to pay for it. With high-end scanners, you typically have to pay yearly in order to get that functionality. With this, it is just going to be built right into the unit. So we have ABS bleeding, front lighting system reset, air suspension matching, airbag reset, battery matching, brake pad reset, DPF regeneration, EGR adaptation, electronic throttle adaptation, gear learning, gearbox learning, anti-theft key matching, injector coding, odometer meter reset, oil reset, seat calibration, steering angle reset, sunroof initialization, TPMS reset, and Windows calibration. So a whole lot of functionality out of this unit, and plus with the fact that it's a buy once, cry once, that makes this a very useful tool. Let's go to More. We got Settings. So we do have a screen recorder. We got our brightness, we got our language, time zone, wallpaper, 24-hour format, metric unit of measure. So if you want to see it in kilometers instead of miles, we can turn that on. It's nice that we have that option there. We can restore factory settings if you want to do that. And we got update. We have online service. So if you're having issues, you can connect directly through this unit. Operating instructions are built in. OBD fault code library. So if somebody comes to you and they have a fault code, but you don't really know what it is, you can actually look that up right there. Coverage list, gadget, remote assistance, and then we got another way of looking at the same thing. Now remote assistance is pretty cool. So with this, we can actually use TeamViewer to connect directly to this unit. So if you have this plugged into your car, but you don't really know what's going on with it, you can actually have somebody log into it. They can actually go through this scanner and they can read all the information that's going on with the car just using this tool. So very nice for that. So let's go ahead and plug this guy into the car. Okay, so we can see that we are charging when we are plugged just into the car. So it can pull power just off the OBD port and go to Auto Search. Okay, and it did pick that up right away, and there we go. So yeah, that's one of the nice things about a unit like this is that you don't have to go through and find out like what is the make, model, year, that kind of thing. Especially if you're working on a bunch of different people's cars and they don't even know what the year is, that can really come in handy. So go to Auto Search, turn on the ignition so the car is on. This is a hybrid, that is an automatic, and let's do a health report. So this is basically going to do a OBD scan. It's just going to check and make sure that there's no faults and let me know what the car is actually doing. Okay, so we do have one for the body control module, definition, DC, AC, inverter module status continuous. So that is one code that we got on here that tripped, but everything else on here is fine. We can see we got green checks all the way down. So if I wanted to take this guy in to get a smog test, we could do that, no problem. Let's go ahead and go back. We'll go to system scan. So this is going through and it is checking all the different systems and letting us know what we got. So let's go to the powertrain control module. Let's do read data stream. And here we can see all the different things that we can actually read on here. And there are a ton. And that is just for the powertrain control module. So if you're trying to diagnose a problem, you want to know exactly what the car is reading. You can find out if you got a faulty sensor or anything like that. We can check that right here. We can check engine revolutions per minute, engine load. We can check the hybrid battery system voltage, because this is a hybrid. That can be a very useful thing to have. Parking brake switch status, and let's just go with those. So you can see we got a readout right here letting us know exactly what it is. Engine load is currently at 0% because it is currently in hybrid mode. Let's go ahead and give it some gas. All right, now we are at 70%. If I let off, it goes back to hybrid. It goes back to 0. You can see the same thing for the RPM. Give a little bit more gas, get a little bit more RPM, and we can see that as we give that more RPM, that is going to be increasing the hybrid voltage. So very nice information to have, especially if you got a hybrid. This can tell you a heck of a lot more information than you would get out of a normal OBD2 reader. And common special function, and again, this is going to be the big thing that's going to make this one a good selling point for me. Just the fact that we got all these different options on here for actually sending information to the vehicle to reset those functions that you normally only will be able to do if you took that to a shop. So overall, that is an awesome tool to have.